hated this book. I hated this book so much, guys. I actually can't. I'm gonna cry because I hated this book. Like, people actually like this. They actually like this. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to be reading 5-star reviews of my 1-star / DNF reads. This is something I've seen so many of my favorite booktubers do, and I've wanted to do it for a while, and since I now started a YouTube channel, I thought I'd finally do it. So I'm gonna do it today, and I have 4 books that I'm gonna read 5-star reviews of that I DNF'd. They're all DNFs, but they're all like, to me that's like the equivalent of like a 1-star, except I didn't rate them because I believe that I should not rate books I DNF because you don't have a fair opinion of the whole book, so why would you rate it? But all in all, yeah, it's like they are still 1-star reads to me. I just don't put that on Goodreads or Fable or whatever. So we're gonna be doing that today. I have 4 books, and I just want to say, even though I may not like these books, you may love these books, and that's okay. That is totally fine, and I am not going to judge you for that. I am not gonna, this is a safe space. All opinions are okay, and you can tell me in the comments if you love these books, and you can tell me what you love about these books, and I will listen to you because that is okay. You can love books I hate, and I can hate books you love, so that's literally the same thing, just backwards. Anyway, so we've got 4 books for today, and these 4 books, I despise them. Some I finished, some I DNF like earlier in the book, some I DNF later in the book. Like there's like a range of DNF points that I did for these 4 books. But yeah, and I'm trying to do this video with my fan off today, and it's only 24 degrees here Celsius, and that's actually like, that's cold for Australia, right? But I'm sweating, so I might need to put my fan on at some point in the video, and you will hear the loud fan and you guys will have to deal with it. So we'll see, but I might not. But and I'm wearing a long sleeve, which was my first mistake. So let's just get into the video because I'm gonna yap forever. So let's get into this. Also, we're gonna ignore that you can see me in the mirror because I'm filming a different angle today, so you can see the ring light. It's fine. We're gonna ignore it. We're gonna ignore it because I really like this angle with the bookshelf behind me. So we're gonna pretend it's not there. Okay, I was gonna do 4 of my DNFs that I've had, but I realized I do have a 1-star read that I can do, and that is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. When I read this book for the first time, I read it back in like 2023, and I actually enjoyed this. Like I think I may have given it 5 stars at first, and then I went and I looked back and I was like, fuck no, it's like 3 stars, so I gave it 3 stars. And then I reread some of my tabs in it, and I looked at it and I was disgusted. I was like, did I actually enjoy this at 13 years old? Yes, I did. No, 14 years old. So I went back and gave it 1 star. And this was my review for it. This is one of my favorite reviews I've ever written because it's literally just so short and so funny. But yeah, so I hated this book. It was disgusting. And it's not just because it's Colleen Hoover. I genuinely, like looking back at it now, I hated this book. I don't know why I ever gave it a good rating. So yeah, but we're gonna read some 5-star reviews of it. Oh look! Guys, here's my favorite YouTuber, Larry. So I am nothing but a puddle of tears, but I'm also very happy. Larry, I know you read this 5 years ago, and I love you. But no. Like, I love you and I respect your opinion, but me personally, like, I did not like cry because it was good. Like my review said, I cried because the writing was bad. So like, I respect your opinion. That's okay. I respect your opinion and we're gonna go with it. So yes. Okay, Larry, I love you. Yeah. Okay, we have a 6-star review, and I don't think I'm gonna, I am not reading the whole thing. It is a long review, but I'm gonna read you some of it. Holy wow, what a beautiful story. It was absolutely stunning and perfection in every way. My heart is just overflowing with emotions, starting with slant and point of retreat, then with hopeless, losing hope, and this girl, and once again, maybe someday. Colleen Hoover has proven over and over again that her stories are unique, powerful, and incredibly well written. So the only Colleen Hoover book I actually enjoyed was Verity. The The rest I despised. I think I've got 4 of her books. I've got Ugly Love, It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, and Verity. Verity is the only one I actually enjoyed, and I still gave it 3.5 stars because it was still bad, but the thriller aspect of it was really good, and I'm really excited to see the movie, so I definitely want to watch that. Me and my friend are going to go watch that, but the rest I hated them. So that is not true because the writing is not good. We got more. Ugly Love is beautiful, sexy, and heart-wrenching. It's powerful, compelling, and emotionally charged with a unique storyline that was truly unlike any other I've read. Yeah, it is unlike any other I've read because it's so bad. They literally talk about their son's big balls. I know, I'm disgusted. Okay, we're done with that review because I can't read anymore because it literally goes on forever. I'm still looking at it now. This one makes me laugh, this 5-star review. Also a long one, but I'm just gonna read the top part. Holy crap on a cracker, my heart is so perfectly broken. I don't think I took a breath the whole time I read this book. What did you do to me, Colleen Hoover? I hate you, but I love you. You ruined me and I can't thank you enough. So Colleen Hoover, you just ruined me because it was bad. We're gonna leave that review there because no thank you. No thank you, I'm not a fan. Guys, actually, God, this is so funny. It's making me giggle. I've seen my favorite booktubers do this and I wanted to do it so bad. But yeah, no, I don't agree with you, but I respect your opinion. I don't agree with you, but I respect your opinion, if that makes sense. So we're gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna read one more review from Ugly Love and then we're gonna move on to the next one. Here we go. Finished Ugly Love in exactly 24 hours. Couldn't put it down. So good. Now I know what all the fuss is about with Colleen Hoover books. Can't wait for the movie. There's a movie? This was, keep in mind, this was in 2015, this review. So obviously it's not gonna happen. If there was, I would, no, I wouldn't be able to, because no. No. Okay guys, I think I cannot take this anymore with Ugly Love because it was genuinely that bad. So I'm gonna stop with that one because I just cannot, like, I'm going to get mad, okay, because what the fuck. I just watched back the videos just to make sure my fan wasn't too loud, and it's not too loud, so we're gonna leave it there, and I'm talking pretty loud, so we're gonna deal with it. Anyway, let's get on to King Greed. So this book, I didn't say the average for Ugly Love actually, let's ignore that, but Jenna editing will tell you, but the average rating on Goodreads for King of Greed is 3.92, which is shocking to me because I know a lot of people love this, but obviously a lot of people hate it too. So this is a like a marriage in trouble and they have to like save the marriage and shit, which I don't normally like, and I know that all of my favorite booktubers loved it. All of them loved it, and I didn't. I couldn't get through it. This is my review that I gave. I said DNF'd at 57%, and that was being generous considering how much I was hating the first half of this book. I feel like if I continued, it probably would have been 2-star, maybe a 1-star. I don't know, but it wouldn't have been any more than 2-star because I genuinely did not like it. Like, it was just not my thing. It just wasn't my thing. It might be your thing, and that's okay. I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it. And do I want to still continue reading the Kings of Sin series? Yes, I do have King of Sloth, as you can see down there from the jewel tone spines. But I was bored. It was just boring for me, and I hated it. Like, it wasn't for me. So we're gonna leave my review there, and we're gonna, oh look guys, it's Mariana. I know she only gave it 4.5, but we're gonna read it anyway. And yeah, because I love Mariana, I love her so much. So here we go. 4.5 stars. No, stop. I love this. Second chance romance, but make it marriage. Dominic Davenport. This was actually heartbreaking, but so healing at the same time. Their love story actually made me cry my eyes out. Like, huh? The groveling in this was perfection. I love these two with my whole heart. I genuinely don't understand how I got this emotionally attached in such a short period of time, but I could literally read about them forever. I did take off a star because the ending seemed way too abrupt and rushed, but other than that, I loved it. Here's the thing. The flashbacks in the book where it was like back to them when they were young, I loved the flashbacks. That was the part that got me to at least 57%. I actually loved those were good. I enjoyed them. But the present day, everyone says that he's like the best out of all the Kings of Sin men. Appreciate my man Kai Young. Kai Young is the best one, okay? I love him. I'm obsessed with Kai Young. Anyone called Kai, love them, except for the one in my book. But yeah, no, I love a man called Kai, and when he's British and wears glasses, Yes, please. So I wasn't a fan of Dominic in the present day ones, but in the flashbacks, I loved them in the flashbacks. They were so cute in the flashbacks. I just didn't like them in the present day. See, wow, it doesn't actually have that many 1-star reviews. It has 3,703 1-star reviews. I didn't give it a star. I just put it as red. Okay, 5 stars, 5 stars. Let's look for another 5-star. There's actually not a lot of 5 stars, guys. Here we go. Here we go. This is everything I wanted and even more. I was so hyped for a marriage and trouble romance from Anna, and when this book started, it started. We jumped right into the trouble between Dom and Alessandra and their emotional turmoil from the start. As Alessandra finally tells Dom how she's feeling, we start to see some flashbacks sprinkled in, which I loved. Me too. I did love the flashbacks, like I said. Dom's realization that he could lose everything was everything, and Alessandra for sure makes him work for it. I loved his groveling and how desperate he was to win Alessandra back. I flew through this book and felt every emotion with the characters. I was obsessed with this book so much, and you need to read it when it releases. And you know, I respect that, because I never got through the second half of the book, so I can't judge fully. But in the first half, it just wasn't me. It just wasn't me. But if like she makes him work for it, good for her. Good for her. Maybe I will pick it up before I read King of Sloth, and I will try and reread it and see if I get through it. But yeah, no, I respect your opinion, because you know what? If that was everything you wanted, and you wanted a marriage and trouble second chance romance, you do you, queen. I'm not gonna judge you at all. But yeah, so okay, slay. I don't really have anything negative to say towards that review, because that was a pretty positive review for something that someone loved. Okay, we got another one. 5 stars. I wasn't disappointed in the slightest. Alessandra and Dominic broke my heart at the start, but goodness me, I'd be lying if I didn't say that Dominic didn't mend it word by word. He knew exactly what to say. This review goes for a long while, so I don't want to say any more, but I will put the whole review up here so you guys can read it all. I just don't want to read it all fully, but okay. He didn't mend my heart word by word for me, so and I will admit there was a few quotes that I did, because I was annotating it and then I got halfway through and I stopped, but I did annotate a few quotes that he said, but I think it was only in the flashbacks. I didn't annotate anything he said in the present day, because like I said, I didn't like them in the present day, but I really enjoyed them in the flashbacks. So yeah, I love it. I love that for you. Love that for you. Have nothing negative to say, really. Okay, no, I have to do this one. It's only 4.5 stars, but we're gonna read it anyway. 4.5. King of Greed, more like King of Grovel. I love when a fictional man is in dire emotional distress due to his own failings. Warm are the cockles of my heart that justice is on the horizon if only we believe. Dominic, and then a bunch of emojis. Also a little cameo from a twisted couple. I did, wait, who was it? No, because Josh and Jules were in King of Pride, weren't they? Who was in King of Greed? Maybe I didn't get up to it. Maybe I didn't get up to where the twisted couple came in, but I remember in one of the Kings of Sins book, Josh and Jules was there. Josh and Jules. I haven't read Twisted Hate yet. It's on my TBR for this year. But yes, I remember that, but I don't remember there being a couple in there. So maybe I didn't get up to it. But okay, slay. That made me giggle. King of Grovel. That's funny. Okay, well, I think we're gonna leave King of Greed reviews for there. So I enjoy King of Greed with the flashbacks. I just didn't like the rest of it. That's why I DNF'd it, and I was just over it. It was repetitive. That's all I'll say. It was repetitive and I just didn't like it. So we're gonna leave it there, because I don't want to hurt you guys more, because I know lots of people love this book. So we're gonna leave it there. Okay, next we also have a very controversial one, another romance. And this has nothing to do with me being against romance. Like, I just didn't enjoy these ones, because I do love a romance every now and then as a fantasy girly, as you can tell from my shelves. But next one is Summer in the City by Alex Astor. I think I got 37% into this before I was done. I was done. It was the characters. It was the characters that annoyed me, and also the plot was not there as well. I just hated it. And I was really disappointed that I didn't like this one, because I love Alex Astor and I love Lightlark, and I'm so excited for Starlight, and I was so disappointed, and I hate for this being in my DNFs and being in my 1-star reads, you know, because I thought I would love this because it's Alex Astor. but I didn't. I DNF'd it, and I was just disgusted at myself for not liking this book because I thought I was gonna like it. So I'm really upset that I didn't. But let's read some 5-star reviews of my DNF of Summer in the Sea. So the average rating on this one is 3.71. So that's like good, but also not, you know. So we're gonna leave her there. And my review was this. This was my review. I said, Alex, I love you, I really do, but please never write a plain romance ever again. Stick with fantasy. I say that with love. I say that with love because I just didn't enjoy it. And then I said DNF at 30%. So I gave it a 30% and then I was just over it. I was like, nope, can't do it again. And that was last year in October. Okay, let's look at... See, a few of my favorite booktubers read it, but I'm not going to read theirs because they only have 3.5 and 4 stars. So we're going to look for 5 stars. There's actually not that many 5 stars. There's mainly 4 stars. Let's look at 5 stars. This person is so simple, this review. The perfect summer romance. I probably should have read it in the summer then. I read it in October, which is spring for us, which is close enough to summer, but maybe I should have read it in the summer then. Maybe that would have hit. Maybe I'll reread it. I'll try again. Maybe I'll try, but I literally despise this book, so maybe I'll read it and get through it just so I can give it 1 star. But anyway, so that's like a simple review. I don't really have anything to say about it. If you think it's the perfect summer romance, you think it's the perfect summer romance. I think the perfect summer romance is my brain fried. I had one in my head and it just left me. I don't have many romance books, so I think Summer I Turn Pretty because I'm obsessed with the Summer I Turn. Oh god, I have to show this. So here we go. We got another review, the one straight under it. The one and only billionaire romance book that I've given 5 stars. This was so cute, funny, and silly. I adored it. The NYC setting, the pizza eating date day, the MMC being so down bad since their very first encounter, it's a yes from me. Although this is definitely a 4.95 stars rounded up to a 5 because the FMC was a tad annoying at times. I'll forgive her. The FMC, I'm not even kidding. Holy shit, I hated her. That was the main reason I DNF'd this book, because I couldn't be in her head. I couldn't be in her head. I think it was actually third person. The book's over there, so I can't be bothered to go grab it and look. But no, I could not be in her head any longer. She pissed me the fuck off. I hated her. And he was annoying too, but he was still good, so. What? Anyway, as I was saying about Summer in the City, I can't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, the male main character wasn't actually that, like, he didn't piss me off that much. He was very arrogant though. I didn't like, I feel like if he had been in a fantasy book, I would have liked him, but because he was in a romance book, he was just arrogant and he was an asshole. But the female main character pissed me off more. Let's find another one. Here we go. 5-star review, short and simple. This literally read as though you were watching a rom-com movie. A shitty rom-com movie. No, because I love when a romance book reads like a rom-com movie. Like ones like Love Like Farms and Good Spirits Down Here by B.K. Borison. I read those and it felt like I was watching a movie in my head. And then same with Better Than the Movies. Better Than the Movies is my favorite romance book. Like, probably of all time. It's just so good. And all of Sarah Adams' ones down here, these ones, they all read like a romance rom-com movie, whatever. So do I agree with you on this one? No. But do I respect your opinion? Yes, because that's okay. If it reads like a romance movie for you, it reads like a romance movie for you. I'm gonna get real offensive if I keep going, so we're gonna stop there because I don't want to get defensive. So we're gonna stop there, guys, because otherwise I will keep going and I will start getting pissed. Okay. The last one we're doing, I just recently read in a reading blog. If you know, you know. And that is King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. I DNF'd this book at 18%. I was disgusted. I hated it. My friend Taryn suggested for me to read it for a reading vlog that we did together, and I couldn't take it. And because I told her I DNF'd it, she just told me how it ended and told me the plot, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not interesting at all. I would have hated that. So we're gonna read 5-star reviews of King of Battle and Blood because I despised it. It was so disgusting. This was my review. I said I didn't even get past page 100 and I'm disgusted people actually enjoy this. DNF at 19%. No stars because I find it unfair to rate a DNF. This is one of the books that I like genuinely hate with my entire being because it was so disgusting and so bad, and I'm shocked that people even like it. It's not fantasy, it's fucking erotica. It is disgusting. Like, no, it's not a fantasy romance, and he's just a creep. He creeped me out. Also, he had long hair. I don't like long hair. I don't like it. So, oh, what happened? I pressed the button, guys. Technical difficulties. We're back. Technical difficulties have been fixed. So, the average rating on this one is 3.7 stars. So, not too good, not too bad, but and it's mainly a majority of 4 stars. We're just gonna go straight to the 5 stars, and I'm gonna get real defensive about this one, so we'll see. Here we go. This was one of my most anticipated books this year, and my god, did it exceed my high expectations. I'm all for a good enemies to lovers story. Throw in an arranged marriage and you got me hook, line and sinker. I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'm just gonna call it Isabel. Isabel is the ultimate female power fantasy. Strong, just, wise, and willing to get her hands dirty when need to be. Adrian, meanwhile, is the perfect anti-hero. He's not simply evil, but he's no saint either. It makes him unpredictable and really just enticing. Their chemistry was... They had no chemistry. They had no chemistry, and I read literally 70 pages, and they had no chemistry. And if it continued on and got better, good for them. But what they had no chemistry. Nothing. Guys, she was touching herself on page 18. I was disgusted. I hated it. So, no, I can't. This is, yeah, I'm gonna get real defensive about this one because I hated it so much. So we're gonna just leave that. Do not go into this book thinking there is going to be anything new that isn't in another typical fantasy romance. I've read this book before previously with a different title, but you know what? That didn't stop me from absolutely eating this book up. And then she's like, I frankly could not put it down. Oh, I could put it down. I wanted to put it down. It was bad. It was, yeah, no, I was, okay, we're gonna read one more, I reckon, because otherwise I will get defensive. Here we go. What a ride. This was adult fantasy and this is my kind of read. I'm a sucker for a good alpha, make him a vampire and I'm putty in your hands. Arranged marriage too. Total catnip. The chemistry, the sexual tension, and actual scenes. I'm so glad the book 2 comes out in 19 days. This also had a twist in it that I don't think I've ever read before, so that made it all the more enjoyable. I didn't even get to the twist because I DNF'd 70 pages in, but my friend Taryn who told me to read it, told me the twist. Like, she told me what happens, but I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to spoil for people who want to read it. If you want to read it, go read it. Just be warned, it's disgusting. And yeah, so guys, that's all I can say. I'm like, if I could, I would be rioting right now, because I'm not going to do that. I genuinely hated this book with every fiber of my being, and I didn't even finish it. Guys, I'm gonna be nice and give you a little bonus one, because I was gonna do this one, but then I remembered I had Ugly Love as my 1-star read. So I am going to do a little bonus, and that is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. I despise this book. I'm not even kidding. Their parents are singers, and their names, Melody and Beat. Melody and Beat. And their mums are singers. Oh, this is a Christmas book. Yeah, no. This is the only Tessa Bailey book I've ever read, and I have not read any of her others because I hated this book. This is my review. DNF at 43%. I can't even begin to say how shitty this book was. No plot, characters were annoying, no chemistry, nothing to do with Christmas, and the dude's name was Beat. Like, nah. This was officially my first and last Tessa Bailey book I'll ever read. And see, it says October 27, 2025, but that's not true. It was 2 years ago. It's just that I took the 1-star rating off of it because I told myself there's no point in giving it a 1-star when you didn't finish it. This one is the average star rating on this is 3.37. So it's not a lot at all. Okay, I know I'm supposed to be reading 5-star reviews, but this one's so funny. 1-star review, DNF at 47%, his name was beat, hers was Melody, and the collaboration failed successfully. Guys, I am dying. That is so funny. I agree. That, like, I agree. Okay, let's go to the 5-star reviews because people get 5 stars to this. Okay, here we go. Let me find someone. I don't know why I love this book so much compared to other Tessa Bailey books, but I did. I had so much fun. I love how unhinged she is. No, because it wasn't good. It wasn't good, so we're gonna leave it there. Okay, 4.5. I thought this story was so cute. New favorite Tessa Bailey book. Highly recommend for an easy Christmassy romance. It's not Christmas. It doesn't give Christmas in the slightest. So I don't know where you're coming from with that, but it does not give Christmas in the slightest. So we're gonna stop there. There's an audiobook, guys. I think I would actually like die. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. This book has dethroned My Killer Vacation as my favorite Tessa Bailey. She's my favorite author, so reading a book of hers is always a big deal to me, and I always say there's no way she can make me love her books more, but then it happens. It's crazy. The plot of this book was so original and fun to read. Trying to reunite Octavia and Trina, the aforementioned rock stars, on live television. Beat and Melody became a sensation online. This reunion was short, but seeing Trina and Octavia putting their differences aside for their children made me so emotional. I need more scenes of them, and I hope they rekindled their relationship for good after all. I read this so long ago that I couldn't remember the plot, so that actually helped me remember, and that's actually shit. I hated this book so much, guys. I actually can't. I'm gonna cry because I hated this book. Like, people actually like this? They actually like this? No, we're gonna stop because I can't. Okay, so that brings this video to an end, and it was, I don't know, we'll see how long it is and when I'm editing it, but it might not be long, it might be short, who knows. But this video was very opinionated, but just know reading is subjective. If you love any of these books, good for you. I am happy that's your opinion and you like these books. That's good for you and that's great for you. But if you didn't like these books like me, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. But I will never judge anyone for hating a book that I love or loving a book that I hate, except if it's Throne of Glass. If you hate Throne of Glass, go read it again. I will force you to, because it is so good. We'll see how defensive I get about Throne of Glass in another video, but I am not going to judge any of you at all for liking a book that I hate on this list, and that is okay. So if you guys love these books, good for you, good for you. I'm just in the minority that doesn't. So yeah, but that brings our video to a close today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.